Jacksonville's housing market is shifting. Inventory, price, buyer's power. Stick around and let's get into the detail. Thanks so much for sticking around, friends. Now, today's video, I want to go into some nitty-gritty facts about what's going on in Metro Jacksonville, Florida. In case you don't know me, my name's Nicole Smith, and I am a realtor here in Metro Jacksonville, Florida. And I want to give you some insight on what is happening in our real estate market. Now, just to be clear, when I am recording this, it is close to the end of March. The data I have is from February, which we always get it the next month. So the month for March's information won't be out until April. So we are in what I would consider a balanced market. And why is it a balanced market? Because we have over 6 months of inventory. If you have under 6 months, it's a seller's market. If you have over 6 months, it is a buyer's market. So we are teetering between being balanced and heading towards a buyer's market. We are leaving the seller's market, heading towards a buyer's market, and the home prices here in Metro Jacksonville, just in Duval County alone, are coming in at $333,000 for the median sale price, and this is for a single family home. Prices of condos could bring that price down, but I am only comparing it to single family homes. So what does that mean for you? Well, it means that prices are slightly lower than they were this time last year, and they're only slightly lower than they were the month before. So overall, prices are not dropping dramatically. Our days on market is going up. So it is taking homeowners and home sellers a little longer to sell their property. So what does that mean for you as a buyer? Well, what it means for you is you have more choices. There are going to be more homes on the market for you to select. That means that the pricing of the house has to be competitive. So if you are a seller, you don't want to overprice your house. You don't want to try to get more for it than it's really worth and sit on the market longer. The more competitive you are with the pricing of your home from the very beginning will be a better choice for you. You will also have to consider as a seller doing some concessions for your buyers. And the reason I suggest that is because interest rates are still a little higher than they were a few years ago. And buyers do not have as much buying power at the moment. So I wanted to show you a couple of graphs that I was looking at on some websites. Let me start with this one over here. So as of Friday, the 30-year fixed mortgage is sitting around 6.72%. So we're under 7%. For a conventional, if you go with a 15-year, it looks like it's about 6.13. Now this is average. Some are going to be higher, some are going to be lower. It all depends on your credit. Now, what I'd like to see here is the 30-year FHA loan. That's only 6.5%. That is quite competitive. And the VA loan is 6.17. So these prices these interest rates are beginning to go down. So I think you are actually at a better time to start considering making your move. Your inventories are up and This graphic here is highlighting the stats from February 2025 for single family residents in Duval County. As I stated earlier, $333,000 for the median price, which is lower. We've sold 691 units in Duval, and our days on market are going up 28.8%, so 34 days on market. Currently, just in Duval, we have 3,719 homes on the market. You see the inventory is up 81.2%. And then our median sale price here per square foot is $194, so that's going down. And we did get new listings, is up 33.7%. So with these two graphics alone, you can see the market here is still healthy. We are still making sales. Yes, it's a little bit lower in February than it was in January, but we are heading into spring. Typically, spring is a time of year that people put their homes on the market. Our schools end earlier here in Northeast Florida, so when the schools get out in May, that is our summer, May and June, July, and then they go back to school in August. So if you're with family that is considering moving and you're wanting to have your children move to certain school areas, you're going to want to start looking for your home now, at least to prepare for the school year and to get them registered. So inventory's up for you. We have a lot of homes to choose from. Interest rates are slightly going down. I think this is a great time to buy. And if you're a seller, it is a great time to sell. You just have to be open for doing some negotiating, and you have to have your home presentable because you have more competition. That means it has to have great curb appeal. It has to be neutral in color. You have to make sure it's decluttered. Anything that might be an eyesore is repaired. You have to present it in the best possible way at the best price so that you will be able to compete with all the other sellers. And absolutely, you're going to want to consider compensation, the buyer's agents, because that will also help the buyer. Because if they are paying in a higher interest rate, they're going to need some help, possibly with down payment, closing costs, or paying their realtor. Please keep an open mind to all that if you are considering selling in the season. And buyers, just so you know, there are still help out there with first-time home buyer programs, and there are different institutions that I do know that are very connected to those programs. So if you are interested in learning more about the first-time home buyers programs, make sure you message me today so I can give you a list of some preferred lenders that work with those programs. Now, the average median income here in Metro Jacksonville, Florida, to have a livable lifestyle is a little over $41,000 for a single person. And if you are a couple, it would be over $66,000. So it is an affordable city to live in. We're probably about 4% more affordable than living in Miami, for example. So I would consider it a very great choice to move to Metro Jacksonville, Florida. One of the other things you would have to consider is we are a little bit cooler summer months than in the heat of down south. Therefore, you're going to save a little bit of money with your electric bill. So your electric bill on average here may be about $200 a month. And one of the most important things you would have to consider is that most of the air conditioning units here are also the heating units. So they don't have separate systems. They are all in one. They're heating and cooling combined units here in Northeast Florida. So keeping that unit well maintained, it's a very, very smart thing to do. I also highly recommend getting home warranties, whether you're the buyer or the seller. Sellers can offer that to buyers, or buyers can request it from sellers. But if they do not accommodate you, I would suggest, if you're moving to a resale home, to get a home warranty and get the higher quality one that will cover your AC units and your washer and dryer. I also have a great list of preferred home warranty companies. If that is something you're interested in, please let me know and I'd be happy to forward that information on to you. So whether you're looking to buy or whether you're looking to sell, March 2025 in Metro Jacksonville, Florida, it is a great time to do both, and I would love to help you through the process. So I would appreciate if you would set up a discovery call with me, and I'm going to leave a link below to my calendar so we can get started in discovering if we will work well together, if we're best suited for each other. And I would greatly appreciate if you like and leave me a comment below or a question you might have about the market currently here in Metro Jacksonville, Florida, because it is fluid. It is always changing. And if it's something you want to know about your specific neighborhood, I can dive right into that neighborhood and give you an exact statistic on what's going on in your neighborhood. Tell you how many homes have sold, what the actual square footage price is, how many homes are on the market, if there are any pending, or if there are any coming soon. These are items you cannot find by just looking on the internet. These are items we know about within our industry. My name's Nicole Smith, and the one thing I must tell you is that if you are not loving where you're living, then you should absolutely make a move and start living your best life. Life is too short not to love where you're living, and I am living the dream here in Metro Jacksonville, Florida, and I would love for you to be my neighbor. Thanks for watching, friends, and until next time, stay safe.